Hey there and welcome. We're about to pull back the curtain on a skill you use every single day, and I bet you don't even think about it. It's kind of like a mathematical superpower, and today we're going to give it a name. So have you ever been in a grocery store, staring at two different sized boxes of cereal, trying to figure out which one is actually the better deal? Or maybe glanced at your GPS to see if you're going to make it on time? And who hasn't tried to double a recipe for a party? Well, all of those decisions have one thing in common. You know, when we're shopping, we're constantly making these little comparisons. Is it smarter to buy the 5 apples for $2 or the single one for 50 cents? We do this kind of math in our heads all the time, almost without thinking. And it's the exact same thing when we're driving, right? We're always thinking about speed, distance, and time. How many miles have we gone? How much longer till we get there? This is how we plan our trips.
Then, in the kitchen, it's all about proportions. A good recipe is a perfect balance, and if you're suddenly cooking for more people, you have to scale every single ingredient just right to get that same delicious result.
So what's the link here? What connects shopping, driving, and cooking? There's a single, really powerful math concept working behind the scenes in all of them, and we're about to name that superpower.
That's it, ratios and rates. This is the language we're using to make these smart comparisons, turning what feel like complicated questions into simple, solvable problems.
Okay, so what do those words ratios and rates actually mean? Let's break down this language of comparison so it's all crystal clear.
First up, we've got the ratio. A ratio is just a comparison of two things that have the same units. Think about that recipe again. You might be comparing, say, 3 cups of flour to 2 cups of sugar. See? They're both measured in cups. It's a like-for-like comparison. Now, a rate, that's a little different. A rate compares two things that have different units. This is where we get ideas like miles per hour or dollars per pound. We're connecting two totally different measurements, like distance and time, or money and weight. So let's just put them side by side. Ratios compare the same units, like cups to cups. Rates compare different units, like miles to hours. The key to telling them apart is to always look at the units.
All right, definitions are great, but the real power comes from actually using this stuff. So let's see how we can solve some everyday problems using ratios.
Let's go back to that recipe. If we know it takes 3 cups of flour for every 2 cups of sugar, what happens when we use 6 cups of flour? Well, we just set up the problem as 2 equal fractions, we cross-multiply, and we solve for x, and boom, the answer is 4 cups of sugar. Ratios keep our recipes perfect.
Okay, here's another classic from the store. 5 apples for $2. How much for 12? This time, we can try another way. First, let's find the cost of just 1 apple. $2 divided by 5 apples means each one is 40 cents. Then, it's easy. We just multiply that by the 12 apples we want, and we get our answer. $4.80.
Fantastic. Now that we've got a good handle on ratios, let's switch gears and tackle their cousin, rates. Let's see how calculating rates helps us make sense of the world.
To figure out a rate, like speed, you need 2 different pieces of information. First, the distance you traveled. So let's say a car went 120 miles.
And the second piece of the puzzle is how long it took. In this example, it took 2 hours. Now for the easy part. You just divide the distance by the time. 120 miles in 2 hours gives us a rate of 60 miles per hour. It's a simple but super powerful calculation. All right, you've seen how it's done. Now it's your turn to flex those brain muscles and put what you've learned into practice. Let's just think of this as a quick, fun challenge. A chance to test out your new superpower on a few problems from our source material. You ready for this? Here's the first one. A bike goes 30 miles in 1.5 hours. So, what's its speed? Remember what we did with the car? It's distance divided by time. Go on, take a second. And the answer is 20 miles per hour. You got it. Just divide 30 miles by 1.5 hours. See? You're a natural.
Here are a few more to play with. You can pause and try to solve them yourself, but check out the variety here. We're using the exact same skills to figure out the price of oranges and how many gallons of paint you need for a room. It's the same superpower, just wearing a different costume. You know, our source material actually wraps up with this verse. It's an interesting thought, right? It suggests there's a connection between handling the small stuff well, like calculating a ratio correctly, and being able to manage bigger things in life. It's all about getting the details right. So the next time you're out shopping or driving or even just cooking dinner,
Pay attention. You're using this superpower all the time. Which really just leaves me with one final question for you. What other hidden math did you use today?